Lu Xuanqin's brave act of saving a child in Old Town Park quickly spread, becoming the hottest topic in the entire Fengling city. Zhang Jianjun sat at home, feeling conflicted as he watched his son, Zhang Ruolai, emotionally call out Lu Xuanqin's name on television. Zhang Jianjun now saw Lu Xuanqin in a new light. The girl he had once considered a burden was now impressing everyone with her academic excellence and bravery. He began to realize that his initial prejudice was unfounded, that Lu Xuanqin was not only intelligent but also courageous and capable. However, he still worried whether such a strong-willed girl was the right match for his son. Nonetheless, he decided to respect his son's choice and allow them to determine their own future. At the same time, Lu Xuanqin's parents felt immense pride in their daughter's brave actions. Watching her being interviewed on TV, they were filled with admiration. Her mother, Fan Jialing, asked Lu Xuanqin to show them the certificate and the cash reward, expressing her joy at seeing how much their daughter had matured. They decided to let Lu Xuanqin manage her own finances, which filled her with a sense of trust and expectation from her parents. As the news of her heroic deed spread, Lu Xuanqin quickly became the focus of media attention. Many praised her as a modern-day Mulan, and her Weibo follower count skyrocketed. Despite the growing public interest, Lu Xuanqin remained low-key and focused on preparing for the college entrance exams. Even under the weight of public scrutiny, she remained dedicated to her studies, displaying extraordinary perseverance and focus. At school, Lu Xuanqin's actions became the talk of her classmates. Feng Jiejia proudly boasted about her friendship with Lu Xuanqin, even exaggerating some details, but everyone still admired Lu Xuanqin. Meanwhile, Principal LV Shuda was concerned that all this attention might distract Lu Xuanqin from her studies and the upcoming exams. To encourage her to focus fully on the exams, Principal LV made a personal visit to Lu Xuanqin's home to express the school's support and expectations. In their conversation, Lu Xuanqin reassured the principal that she would give her all for the college entrance exams and wouldn't disappoint the school or her parents. As the exams drew near, the atmosphere in Fengling City became increasingly tense, but Lu Xuanqin remained calm, confident that she would stand out in the exams. Before the exams, Teacher Wang gave the students a final motivational speech, encouraging them to give their best in the upcoming tests. His words were filled with passion, and the students, inspired by him, were filled with confidence and anticipation. Wang then handed out the college entrance exam admission cards, reminding the students to safeguard this crucial document. At that moment, the students felt both pressure and excitement. After receiving her admission card, Lu Xuanqin felt unusually calm compared to her classmates, who were either excited or anxious. She knew that this exam was her chance to showcase her abilities, and she was confident that she could achieve a perfect score. As she observed her classmates, she quietly reflected on the experiences of her previous life, feeling a sense of calm detachment. Before the exams, the school announced a 3-day break to allow students to relax. Many students celebrated by tearing up their books and releasing their stress, with papers flying through the classrooms and hallways in a festive scene. Zhang Ruolai found Lu Xuanqin in the hallway and asked why she wasn't participating in the book-tearing activities. Lu Xuanqin told him that she didn't need to release stress this way because she truly enjoyed the learning process and didn't feel any pressure. Zhang Ruolai understood and asked if she had thought about him. Lu Xuanqin smiled and replied that, of course, she had. On the day of the college entrance exams, Lu Xuanqin remained calm and composed. Her parents accompanied her to the exam site, and many parents nearby recognized her, asking about her thoughts on the exam. Maintaining her humility, Lu Xuanqin didn't reveal much. Once inside the exam room, she smoothly completed all her subjects, confident in her performance. After the exam, her parents asked how she felt, and she casually replied that it was easy, which eased their worries. After the exams, Lu Xuanqin enjoyed a period of relaxation. Her classmate Feng Jiejia, feeling anxious about the difficulty of the exams, called to complain, and Lu Xuanqin patiently comforted her, encouraging her to stay confident. Zhang Ruolai also called to share his exam experience, and the two were happy for each other's success. A few days later, a doctor named Lu Yisin visited Lu Xuanqin's home. He was the doctor Lu had saved at the hospital 2 months ago. Lu Yisin expressed his deep gratitude for her bravery and visited the Lu family several times, bringing small gifts as tokens of appreciation. However, Lu Xuanqin's parents were still worried about their daughter's risky behavior during the incident. Her mother, Fan Jialing, especially scolded her for taking such risks, urging her to consider her own safety first. Lu Xuanqin understood her parents' concerns and promised to be more careful in the future. Throughout this process, Lu Xuanqin remained calm and rational. Even though she had become the center of attention, she was not swayed by the external noise, staying focused on her goals and future plans. Lu Xuanqin's perfect score in the college entrance exams caused a nationwide sensation. As the official results were about to be announced, her entire family was on edge. When the phone rang, her father, Lu Changming, immediately answered, finding out that it was the admissions team from Shuemu University calling. He excitedly called for his daughter, and Lu Xuanqin calmly took the phone. Shuemu University expressed their satisfaction with her results and offered her a 50,000 yuan scholarship, waived tuition, and a guaranteed admission to a combined bachelor's-master's PhD program. Although the offer was very enticing, Lu Xuanqin didn't immediately agree, instead asking for her exact score. The admissions officer was a bit embarrassed by her question and couldn't provide a specific number. Lu Xuanqin gently hung up the phone, already confident in her abilities. Her parents were confused by their daughter's calm demeanor, but Lu Xuanqin reassured them with a smile, expressing confidence in her results. Shortly after, Yanjing University also called. They told Lu Xuanqin that she was the first female student in the nation to achieve a perfect score on the college entrance exam and promised generous scholarships and tuition waivers. Once again, Lu Xuanqin faced the choice between two top universities but didn't rush to make a decision. In the midst of all this, Lu Changming and Fan Jialing finally realized that their daughter had achieved a perfect score, and they were overjoyed. The whole family was filled with happiness. Meanwhile, online discussions about Lu Xuanqin continued to heat up, and her name became a trending topic, drawing nationwide attention. As Lu Xuanqin's fame grew, the admissions teams from both Shuemu University and Yenjing University visited her home to compete for her enrollment. The rivalry between the two schools intensified, with both sides offering increasingly generous scholarships, starting from 50,000 yuan and soaring to 300,000 yuan. In the final twist of the story, the system issued a side mission to Lu Xuanqin, requiring her to choose between Shuemu University and Yenjing University, each offering different rewards. She faced not only a decision between prestigious schools but also a critical choice in her personal growth and future path. Lu Xuanqin, faced with the system's response, reluctantly accepted that she could not attend both universities at the same time. She continued her conversation with Jiang Guodong and Dai Cuiyan. Lu Xuanqin remarked that although Shuemu University was great, her passion was mathematics, and she bluntly stated that Yenjing University's math department was unparalleled. Jiang Guodong, realizing he could not compare Shuemu University's math department with Yenjing's, had to admit this fact. Lu Xuanqin firmly expressed her desire to delve into mathematics, stating that math is the foundation of other sciences. Ultimately, she chose Yenjing University. The system then notified her of a random prize draw and an upgrade in her math level. At that moment, Dai Cuiyan hurriedly presented a contract, boasting about the advantages of Yenjing University and inviting Lu Xuanqin to sign. Lu Xuanqin signed the contract, finalizing her agreement with Dai Cuiyan and preparing for her upcoming college life. Meanwhile, Jiang Guodong, leaving Lu Xuanqin's house with his colleagues, felt regret over failing to recruit the top scholar. At the same time, Qin Lina, who once harbored animosity toward Lu Xuanqin, was deeply dejected by the news of Lu's perfect score. She had considered using this opportunity to stage a comeback on Weibo, but seeing Lu Xuanqin's success left her feeling defeated. After receiving his own college entrance exam results, Zhang Ruolai began considering his university options. His father, Zhang Jianjun, encouraged him to follow his heart, joking about whether he would choose the same university as Lu Xuanqin. In the end, Zhang Ruolai decided to attend Yenjing University and informed the admissions team from Shuemu University that he would also be heading to Yenjing. Upon enrolling at Yenjing University, Lu Xuanqin formed deep friendships with her roommates. At the opening ceremony, she gave a speech as the outstanding new student representative, humorously and insightfully sharing her thoughts on learning and the future. Her speech was met with applause and respect from both teachers and students. In a class presentation, Lu Xuanqin questioned the purpose of studying and emphasized that students in China should bear greater responsibility, contributing to society and the nation. Her speech sparked deep reflection among her classmates, and even the professors were impressed by her insight. Lu Xuanqin chose mathematics as her major, believing that math is the starting point of all sciences. While self-studying algebraic geometry and number theory, she encountered a difficult problem and sought guidance from Professor Miao Liyin. Professor Miao was amazed by her talent and helped her solve a cutting-edge math problem, the algebraic geometric solution to the 2 plus 1 dimensional coupled MKP equation. The solution thrilled Lu Xuanqin, and she immediately set to work writing a paper, intending to submit it to the internationally renowned journal Communications in Theoretical and Applied Mathematics. During this process, Lu Xuanqin received high praise from her professors and was encouraged to pursue a direct doctoral degree. However, she insisted on building a solid foundation first and declined the offer. Meanwhile, Zhang Weiming, the head of Shuemu University's math department, also recognized her talent and offered her generous terms, including the opportunity to study at Princeton University, but Lu Xuanqin politely refused. As time passed, Lu Xuanqin's paper was successfully published, drawing significant attention from the university. Professor Miao Liyin suggested that she participate in the National College Student Mathematics Competition and revealed that the school was developing a special talent program for her, allowing her to complete her undergraduate studies in 2 years and directly pursue a master's degree. Lu Xuanqin accepted this plan and resolved to continue working hard to bring honor to the university. Professor Miao, usually warm and kind, briefly adopted a more serious demeanor. Leaning forward with his hands clasped on the desk, he looked directly at Lu Xuanqin and said, "Don't worry too much about the math competition, it should be a breeze for you. The reason I called you in is because the school has developed a new training plan for you." After a pause to choose his words carefully, he continued, "The school has decided to create a special training program tailored to your abilities. At your current level, following the standard undergraduate curriculum isn't enough for you. The school intends to let you complete your undergraduate degree in 2 years and then directly pursue a master's degree." Professor Miao also mentioned that, depending on her performance, the school would consider recommending her for a joint PhD program at Princeton. Lu Xuanqin was surprised but also excited and eager. Smiling, she said, "Professor, you and the school can make the decision, I have no objections." Professor Miao nodded with a satisfied smile, appreciating her humility. He then took a copy of Communications in Theoretical and Applied Mathematics from his drawer and informed her that her paper had been published, making her the first freshman at the university to have a paper published in a top-tier journal. Back at her dorm, Lu Xuanqin proudly showed the journal to her roommates, who were astonished by her achievement. The fact that she had independently authored a paper in a top-tier journal was an accomplishment far beyond what they had imagined. They all expressed their admiration and eagerly anticipated her future success. Later, Lu Xuanxin participated in the Chiao Chengtong mathematics competition, completing the entire exam in just 1 hour, drawing attention from other contestants and the media. Online discussions about her quickly arose, with some questioning whether she finished early because she couldn't answer the questions, while others doubted her talent. Lu Xuanxin, unaffected by external criticism, remained focused on solving problems and continuing her studies. When the results were announced, Lu Xuanxin swept all the gold medals in the competition. This outcome shocked both the mathematics community and the media. People quickly changed their previous perceptions of her, with the media shifting from skepticism to praise, hailing her as a genius among geniuses. Dean Gao commended her achievements and invited her to the awards ceremony to meet Chiao Chengtong himself, marking a new milestone in her academic career.